For a long time, many people believed that Africa had no great empires, that before Europe rose, Africa was silent, poor, and disconnected from the world. But that idea is wrong. Because centuries ago in West Africa, there was an empire so rich that its gold changed world economies. An empire built on trade, order, and knowledge. An empire the world later chose to forget. This is the story of the Mali Empire. Long before Europe became powerful, West Africa was already alive with trade. Across the land were towns, farms, and markets. People traded food, cloth, salt, and gold. Life moved with rhythm and purpose. But there was one problem. Between West Africa and the rest of the known world stood the Sahara Desert, a vast ocean of sand, hot, deadly, and nearly impossible to cross. For a long time, the desert kept West Africa hidden, but slowly, something changed. Traders learned to cross the Sahara using camels. They moved in long caravans, traveling for weeks and even months. From the north came salt, books, and horses. From the south came gold. Gold was everywhere beneath the rivers and forests of West Africa, but it was not used carelessly. Gold was controlled, and this control would give birth to an empire. In the early 1200s, a child was born into a royal family. His name was Sundiata Keita. At first, no one believed in him. He was weak as a child. Some even mocked him. Then disaster struck. Sundiata and his family were forced into exile. They lost their home, their safety, and their power. But exile shaped him. Years later, Sundiata returned. At the Battle of Kirina, Sundiata defeated his enemies and united the land. From this victory, the Mali Empire was born. Sundiata did not rule with chaos. He built laws, systems, and order. Gold mining was protected, trade routes were secured, justice was enforced. Mali grew rich not by stealing but by organizing, and over time, its wealth became legendary. Decades later, a new ruler would take Mali's wealth to a level the world had never seen. His name was Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa did not rush. He ruled calmly and carefully. Under him, Mali became the richest empire on earth. But the world did not know it yet, until Mansa Musa decided to travel. In 1324, Mansa Musa began a pilgrimage to Mecca. He did not travel alone. He traveled with thousands of people, soldiers, servants, scholars, and traders, and camels carrying gold. So much gold that when Mansa Musa reached Cairo, everything changed. Mansa Musa gave gold freely. He gave it to the poor. He gave it to merchants. He gave it to rulers. Gold flooded the markets. And suddenly, gold lost value. The price of goods collapsed. Cairo's economy was shaken for years. That single journey made Mali famous across Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. People asked one question: where did this king come from? Soon, Mali appeared on world maps. European cartographers drew Africa with a crowned king holding gold. That king was Mansa Musa. But Mali was more than wealth. It was also knowledge. In the city of Timbuktu, learning flourished. Scholars came from far lands. Books were copied by hand, libraries filled with math, science, law, and history. Education was respected. Teachers were honored. While much of Europe struggled through the Middle Ages, Timbuktu was already a center of learning. But no empire lasts forever. After Mansa Musa, Mali slowly weakened. Trade routes shifted. Rulers grew less united. Over time, the empire faded. And later, when Europe began to rise, Mali's story was pushed aside, forgotten, ignored. Yet the truth remains. Mali proved that Africa had powerful states, strong economies, and deep knowledge. It proved that wealth could come from order, not chaos, and that history is often written by those who arrive later. The Mali Empire was richer than Europe, and the world once knew it. If you enjoy stories like this, Subscribe for more forgotten chapters of history, because the past still has many stories left to tell.